So we're going to lie down in Shavasana to start. And allow your spine to settle. And your attention to come to your breath. To the rise and fall of your breath in your chest and in your belly. Just allowing your awareness to come onto your mat now. And allow the belly to rise as you inhale. And everything to settle and to relax as you exhale. And again, the belly rises, the chest rises. And everything drops into the floor as you breathe out and relax the body. And again, inhaling deeply into the chest, into the belly, and releasing down, releasing the breath. And now bring the feet together and extending the arms above the head and stretching in both directions, pointing your toes, bringing the palms together above the head, lengthening out. And then bringing your hands behind your head, elbows wide. And coming into the banana stretch, bringing your head and your upper body over to the right and your feet also over to the right. So you're in a banana shape. You can bring the left foot on top of the right and extend the elbows towards the floor. Drop the head over to the right. Inhaling deeply into the left side of the body. Exhaling deeply. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Preparing to come back to center. So bringing the head, upper body, feet back to center. Elbows stay wide. And then creeping over to the left with the upper body and the head. Elbows wide and with the legs over to the left. The right foot comes on top of the left. And again, drop your head over to the left. Allow your head to be cradled in your hands. And breathe deeply into the right side of your body. And breathe out. And again, inhale. And breathe out. And prepare to come back to the center. So bring everything back into the center. Release the arms. And bend the knees. Hug the knees into your chest. And roll gently from side to side. Massaging your lower back, your upper back, your mid back. And then bringing the feet to the floor in front of your hips. Feet are hip width distance apart. The palms are beside you. And pressing into the feet, we're going to lift the hips and take the arms above the head. Inhaling, lifting the hips. And exhaling, lowering the hips to the floor, releasing the arms beside you. Fingers come to the floor. And again, press into the feet, inhale, arms go above the head, hips lift up. Exhale, back down to the floor. And one more time, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips into your bridge, extending the arms. And exhaling, releasing the spine to the floor, releasing the hands. And then taking the feet as wide as the mat. And bring your knees in together. moment. And taking a deep breath there. And then again taking the feet hip width apart. And inhaling, lifting the leg up to the ceiling, so straighten the right leg up. And then exhale, bring the leg to the floor and drag your heel in towards you. Inhale, straighten the leg, and exhale, lower the leg and drag it towards you. Inhale up again, exhale, lower the leg, drag your heel towards you. Lift the right leg and hold on to the back of the right leg, pulling that leg towards you, stretching the back of the leg, the hamstring. Toes come towards your head. Remembering to breathe. And then take hold of your right toe and come into a half happy baby on the right side. So your knee comes towards your shoulder, and then extend the left leg on the floor. Inhaling there, and exhaling in your half happy baby. And then releasing the right foot to the floor. And then dragging the left foot in towards the body. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Lower the leg. Drag your heel towards you. Inhale as you straighten the leg. Lowering it to the floor. Dragging it towards you. And then as you extend the left leg towards the ceiling, hold on to the back of your calf, your ankle, and pull that leg towards you. And then with each breath, feeling the stretch in the back of your leg. And then holding on to the left big toes. And coming into half happy baby on the left side and extending the right leg on the floor. So you can keep the right leg active, press into the right thigh with your palm, and breathe into your half happy baby. And then come into a full happy baby, holding on to the outside of both feet and maybe gently rocking side to side. Opening the hips, massaging the back. And then bringing the toes together. We're going to rock up to sitting and crossing the legs in front of you, rolling over onto all fours. Spreading the fingers, inhaling for a cow pose and exhaling for cat. Again, inhaling for cow and exhaling, rounding the spine, pulling the navel in for a cat. And then coming to a neutral spine and coming into a modified side plank with the right leg extended, left hand down, lift the right arm up to the sky, look up, and come up onto your left knee, lift up right and into a gate pose over the right leg. Inhale up to upright and then over into a side plank, lift the right leg and look up. And then back onto all fours, taking it over to the other side. So just getting into the side body now. Inhaling, the left arm goes up to the ceiling. And lift upright into gate pose over the left leg. So your right arm comes over your ear. And then coming onto the right palm, lift the left leg into a side plank. And back onto all fours and into downward facing dog. So pressing into the palms and pressing back, Maybe pedaling out the feet a couple of times. Coming into your downward facing dog, finding stillness in your downward dog. And as you press into the palms, finding openness in the shoulders. Inhaling, we're going to roll forwards around the back and come into an upward facing dog at the front of the mat, dropping the hips, look forward. And then pushing into the hands back to downward facing dog, pressing the heels towards the floor. Allow the head to be heavy. And again, rolling forward to your up dog, dropping the hips. The chest comes through, look up. And then back, downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up to the ceiling, straight leg, opening up the top hip, stacking your right hip on top of your left, bending that top knee. And taking a breath there. Make sure you press that left foot into the floor. And then straightening up the hips, release that right leg to the floor and lift the left leg up on your next inhale. Stacking the hips again and bending the top leg. Feeling a stretch in the side body. And then releasing the left leg to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg rises, and we're going to step it on the outside of the right foot for a lizard lunge. So your feet are pointing 45 degrees out to the side, and then step the left foot outside the left hand, and come into Malasana squat at the front of the mat. Palms at the center of your chest. Breathing there. Again, finding openness in your hips. Pushing the knees out to the side with your elbows. Take a breath in. And then bring the palms to the floor and forward fold at the front of the mat. So you can pigeon toe your feet to about hip width apart and find your ragdoll here. Holding onto opposite elbows and gently rocking from side to side. Deep breaths in and out. And then releasing the hands. The hands come to the shins, halfway lift, inhale. Hands come to your hips, exhale, and inhale all the way up to standing. And coming to face the long side of the mat. The feet are about hip width apart. We're going to come into our moon flow now. So closing the eyes just for a moment. Pressing your feet into the floor, pulling up the kneecaps. Finding your breath. Preparing to flow. Remembering one movement, one breath. So we'll open the eyes and lift up, bringing the palms above the head. Exhale, left side, side bend. Inhale up and over to the right. Inhale up to standing, and then step the left foot out to the side and squat in your goddess squat. Arms come to the side. Inhale, straighten up, stretch the arms up, and coming into our triangle pose over the left leg. So lean over to the left, come into triangle, the left hand finds the left ankle or shin, and looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, bring the right hand down, and come into a pyramid pose over the left leg. Inhale, lift the head. Step the right foot back a little bit further. Come into a lunge. The right knee drops to the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up above the head. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck the back toes. And bring the hands on the inside of the left leg and pivot towards the right. So we're preparing to go to the back of the mat. So traveling to the back of the mat, bending the right knee. And then coming into a lunge facing the back of the mat. Left knee drops. Inhale for a Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Hands come down. Tuck the toes for pyramid pose again. So step the left leg back forward a little bit. Straighten both legs, lift. And exhale over that right leg. And then step the left leg back slightly, coming into your triangle over the right leg. And lifting up. Looking up. Lengthen through both sides of the body. And then pressing all the way up to your star shape. And back to your goddess squat. Exhale. Inhale, straighten up. And then bring the feet hip width apart. Arms above the head. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale up. And exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale up and release the hands back to the heart. Preparing to flow to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Side stretch to the right. Inhale up. Side stretch to the left. Stretch up and step the right foot out this time. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, straighten. Come into triangle over the right leg. Allow that left hip to roll forward slightly. Look up. And fold over that right foot into your pyramid pose. Stretching the back of the legs, dropping the head. Inhale, lift the head, step the left leg back, drop the left knee. And inhale up into your low lunge. Dropping the hips. Looking up. Exhale, hands come down. Again, we're going to travel, so bring the hands on the inside of the right leg. And travel over to the left leg. Again, coming towards the front of the mat, drop the right knee. And lift the arms. Look up. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck the back toes. Step forward into your pyramid pose. Inhale, straighten the spine. And exhale, fold over that left leg. Drop the head. Slightly step back with the right foot. Finding your triangle over the left leg. Looking up. Exhale. And coming all the way up. Turning towards the long side of the mat. Goddess squat, exhale. Inhale, straighten everything up. Bring the feet hip width apart. Side stretch to the right. Inhale up and side stretch to the left. Straightening up, bringing the hands to your heart center. And again, closing the eyes. Preparing to flow some more, and we're going to bring in some more poses into our flow now. So inhaling, extending up and reaching over to the left. Inhale as you stretch up, exhale as you stretch to the right. Inhale up, step the left leg to the side, goddess. Stretch all the way up. moved into our Prasarita Padottanasana. So the head drops towards the floor, feet are parallel. Pull the kneecaps up. Bring the hands in line, the fingers in line with the toes. And drop the head. Inhale halfway, straight spine. Exhale, hands to your hips and lift all the way up. Bringing the left toes to face the short side of the mat, coming into our triangle. So leaning over to the left, bring the left hand down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down at your left foot, bend the left leg, and then gently step forward, coming into a half moon pose. With the left hand down, right leg lifts. Opening up to the side. Keeping your gaze down, maybe looking towards the side. Finding your balance. And then stepping back into your triangle over the left leg. Bringing the right hand down, finding pyramid again, dropping the head. Inhale, straighten the spine, step back, drop the right knee, and lift the arms, looking up. Exhale, the hands come down. Inhale, straighten the front leg and drop the head for a half split. And inhale forward, look up. Again, exhale over that straight left leg, drop the head. And bend the knee and look up. Opening the shoulders. And one more time, extend the front leg, drop the head. And look up. Tucking the back toes. And preparing to lift up into a high lunge. So the arms come up, back leg is straight, and then bring your hands to your heart center and bring the right elbow over the left leg for a twisted lunge. Breathing, hands at the heart center, straight back leg, lift the back heel, and twisting. Coming back into your high lunge. Release the hands to the floor. Bring your hands on the inside of the left leg and prepare to travel to the back of the mat. And come in to a lunge over the right leg, lifting up into a high lunge at the back of the mat. Hands come to the heart, twisted high lunge, the left elbow over the right knee, and twist. Hands at your center of your chest, rotating your chest towards the ceiling. Coming back into the high lunge, lower the hands. Find your low lunge, lift the arms up, look up, release the hands. Find your half split, so straight front leg, drop the head. Inhale forward, exhale straighten the front leg. And again, chest comes through, straight leg, chest through, look up, and then step the back leg slightly forward, inhale, straighten the spine, and exhale, fold over that right leg. Prepare to step the left leg back slightly and come into your triangle over the right leg. You can allow the left hip to rotate slightly in. Looking up. And then into our star shape, goddess squat. Extend the arms and the legs and step back to the center of the mat, over to the left, inhale up, and over to the right. Stretching up, bringing the hands through, center, back to the chest. And then inhaling, stretching up again. This time over to the right side. Inhale, straighten, and over to the left. Coming back to center, stepping the right leg to the side, squatting there. Extend up. Bring your feet parallel to each other and fold forward with a straight spine. Maybe this time taking the arms behind you, clasping the hands and folding forward. Giving your shoulders a bit of a stretch now. Dropping the head. Allow your arms to straighten and the hands to come over your head. Inhale, straighten the spine, come up. And then rotate your right foot towards the short end of the mat, coming into your triangle over the right leg. Look up. And then bring the gaze to the floor, coming into your half moon. Over the right side, lift the left leg. Step back into your triangle. Left hand comes to the floor. And come into your low lunge. Lift the arms. And this time take the elbows wide into cactus arms and look up. This time coming into more of a back bend. The hands come to the floor. Step forward to your pyramid pose. Lengthen as you inhale. Straighten both the legs and fold over that right leg. This time we're going to take a twisted pyramid, so a twisted triangle. So the left hand can come on the inside of your right foot or on the outside. And then come into a twist. Looking towards your right. Lifting the right arm up. Straight legs, strong legs. Releasing the hands to the floor, stepping the leg back, coming on the inside of that right leg and traveling to the back of the mat. Turning over that left leg, dropping the back knee, lifting the arms, opening up into your cactus arms, looking up. Dropping the hands, stepping the back foot forward slightly. Inhale as you straighten the spine. Exhale as you fold. And again, inhaling and finding that twisted triangle. So the hand can be either on the inside or the outside, or you can use a block to give yourself a bit of height. Lifting that left arm up towards the sky, twisting the spine. And breathing there. Release that left hand to the mat. Step the right leg back slightly. Inhale into your triangle over the left leg. Look up. Drop the gaze towards the left foot and then come into your half moon on the left side. Lifting the right leg, lifting the right arm, rotating the chest towards the long end of the mat and maybe twisting the gaze. Drop the right leg to the mat, come back into your triangle pose, lift up, extend the arms and the legs, bring your feet parallel again, and drop the upper body down towards the floor, prasarita, forward fold. Dropping the head, this time extending the hands through the legs as far as they'll go. Coming back to center, take your left hand to the center of the floor, below your chest, and inhale, lift the right arm to the ceiling. And exhale, right hand hits the floor, and lift the left arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, straighten the spine. So pull the kneecaps up. Bring your hands to your waist. And inhale all the way up to standing. Extend the arms. Squat in your goddess squat. Extend again. And then step back. Feet hip width apart, arms above the head. Side bend over to the right. Inhale up. Side bend over to the left. And coming up, bring the hands through center. Back to the chest. Closing your eyes again. Take a couple of breaths here as we prepare to move in our moon salutation, this time maybe introducing some more poses. Take one more deep breath in. And inhale, lift the arms. Come over the left, side stretch. Lift the arms over the right. Lift up to standing. Step the left leg to the side. Goddess squat. Take the arms up. Come into your triangle over the left leg. Extend over that leg. Bring your left arm, left hand to the ankle, to the shin. Look up. And then bring the right hand down to the floor. Come into your pyramid pose over the left leg. Step the right leg back, lift up into a high lunge, lift the arms, and bring the hands out to the side for cactus, look up. Extend the arms. Bring the hands down. And bring your left hand on the inside of the left leg and the right foot to the floor. Open up for a side angle pose. So look up. Push that left knee out with your right arm, with your left arm. And extend the right arm over your head. Preparing to lift up into warrior two. So push into the legs, lift all the way up. Look over the left hand. Reverse your warrior. Right arm comes back, left arm goes up. Come back, warrior two. Back into your triangle over the left leg. And then bring the right arm down next to your left foot, bend the left leg. And inhale into a twist, left arm rises. And then we're going to step into a side plank. So step the left leg back on top of the right leg. Side plank, right arm down, left arm up. Lift the left leg up and step it just behind you and lift up into a kind of a wild thing. And then drop the hips to the floor and press into the right hand and lift the hips up again. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, lift up. And a third time down. Third time, lift. And drop the hips. And come into Janu Shirshasana, the left foot on the inside of the right leg. Inhale, extend your arms and fold over that right leg. Try to keep length in the spine as you fold. Pulling up the right kneecap. Breathing over that right leg. Inhale, lifting the head, straightening the spine. Take the left hand behind your left hip and then sweeping the horizon with the right hand, lift up again and look behind you. Right arm is extended. Release down and then turn onto your front, onto the mat, back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a high plank and exhale downward facing dog. Forward to a high plank, drop the knees and lower onto your belly. Take a cobra. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the head. Exhale, lower down and then press up. Downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up and stepping it forward to the front of the mat. Again, come into your triangle on the left side and then lift all the way up to standing. And find the triangle on the right side. So over the right leg. Looking up towards the left hand. Bringing your right hand down to the floor. Come into your pyramid over the right leg. Step the left leg back a little further back and lift up into your high lunge. Release the hands down. Come into extended side angle, right hand on the inside of the right leg, lift the left arm up. Press up into warrior two. So press strongly into the legs, looking over the right hand. Reversing your warrior, stretching back. Straighten the front leg. Come upward, upright, and over into triangle again. Bringing that right and left hand down. Pivoting towards the short end of the mat, opening up for a twist, right arm up and into your side plank. Left arm down, right arm up. Taking a breath, lifting the hips, right leg just behind you for a wild thing. And then exhale, dropping the hips to the floor. Make sure that left hand is below your left shoulder. And then press up again. And back down. Up again. And release the hips to the floor. And find yourself in Janu Shirshasana with the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Press your left knee strongly into the floor, lift the arms and fold, 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 fold over that left leg. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold. Taking a couple of breaths here, feeling the stretch in the back of the body. Inhale, lifting up slightly, taking the right hand behind your right hip, and then sweeping with the left hand, lifting up. And exhale, hips come to the floor. And coming over into downward facing dog. Inhale for plank. Downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Strong straight arms. Downward facing dog. And forward again. This time take Chaturanga, so bending the elbows in towards the body, lowering down, all the way down onto the belly. Inhaling for a cobra, looking up, exhaling, lower down. Taking the arms behind you, extending the arms, lifting the head and chest, lifting the legs. And finding a point on the floor to focus as you lengthen and lift. Breathing there. Finding those muscles in the back body. And then releasing down. And bringing your forehead onto the backs of your hands, taking a moment there. And breathing deeply in and out. Extending the right arm out to the side. Bring the left arm, left hand under the left shoulder. Bend your left leg. And come onto the right side for a twist on the back. So stretching your right shoulder. Allow your head to be heavy on the floor. And then using your left hand, opening up more into the stretch. So feeling where, how deep, how far you want to go. Breathing into it. Rolling back onto your belly. Changing sides, extending that left arm out to a T. Right hand onto the shoulder, bend the right leg and roll onto the left side of the body. The toes come to the floor. Your right knee is pointing towards the ceiling. And again, move gently into the stretch, using the awareness of the breath to ease into it. Breathing deeply. And then rolling Coming back onto your belly. Inhaling for cobra and exhaling back. Finding child's pose. Extending the arms in front of you. And then taking a moment there. Lifting up onto all fours. Bring the hips to the floor, look up. Into a modified upward facing dog. And then tucking the toes, come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg comes up to the sky. Open the hip, bend the top knee. Maybe flip your dog, so maybe come over into a whopping, lifting the hips. And then unflipping your dog, three-legged dog. Release the right leg to the floor. Lifting the left leg, opening the hip, flipping the dog on this side. Just stretching the front of the body now. Lifting the hips. And then unflipping. Three-legged dog. And then stepping that left leg on the outside of your left hand for a lizard. And then stepping the right leg on the outside of your right hand, coming into your squat again. Palms at the center of your chest. Just gently pushing those knees out to the side. Extending the top of the head, the spine. Bring your hands to the floor. Straighten the legs. Drop the head. Coming back into your squat. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Straighten the legs. Back into your squat. Inhale. Forward fold. And back into your squat. Finding yourself seated, so drop back onto your bum. And then bring your left leg in front of you, so bend the left leg and bring the right leg on the outside of the left leg. Inhale, extend the left arm up to the ceiling. And then bring your left arm on the outside of your right knee and twist. So on your inhalation you lengthen, and on the exhalation you twist a bit deeper. And then rotate your head back first and then the body. And then bring the left, so the right knee on top of the left, holding onto the backs of the feet. As far as you feel you want to go. So the knee may come up a little bit. Find something that's comfortable. Extend the spine and then fold forward over the knees. Drop the head, drop the chin. Take a couple of deep breaths there. And if it feels nice, you can extend the arms in front of you. And then walk the arms back. And then we'll bring the right leg underneath And your left leg on the outside of the right knee for your twist. Inhaling, stretch the right arm up and bring the elbow outside your left leg. The left hand comes behind you, and as you inhale, you straighten and twist with the exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. And then stacking the knees again for our cow face shape. So stacking them as much as you can. Obviously listen to your body, figure out what works for you, and then bring your hands on the soles of your feet, extend the spine, and then fold forward. The arms can come in front, drop the head. Deep breaths there. And then walking the hands back, unraveling the legs, and coming to find the mat. Feet are hip width apart, and we're going to roll down one vertebra at a time. Slowly down through the spine, extending the arms above the head, and then pressing into the soles of the feet, lifting up again, one vertebra at a time, all the way upright, and lowering down slowly, gently, arms above the head, and one more time lifting one vertebra at a time, all the way up, and then rolling down, controlling the motion, controlling the descent, and then hugging your knees into your chest, extending the legs up to the ceiling, and then bring your feet towards your head and hold on to your toes or your ankles or wherever you can reach. Pull the legs towards you. So you'll notice your tailbone wants to lift, so you want to push your tailbone towards the floor, extend the back of your neck, and stretch the back of the legs. And then bringing your right knee into your chest, the left leg down to the floor, and then coming into a twist on your back. Your right knee comes over onto the left side, and your head over to the right. Allow everything to settle. The shoulders towards the floor. Deep breaths into your chest, into your abdomen. Coming back onto your back and bringing the left knee in, extending the right, twisting over to the right side, and extend your left arm for your twist. Let the head roll over to the left side. And then the head comes back to center. And we come back as wide as the mat. Allow the toes to drop out to the side. Take your arms wide, palms facing up. And then roll your head gently from one side to the other. Bringing your head back to center, finding what feels like your center. And dropping everything down into the floor. Giving yourself a few moments of stillness to end your practice. The feet are heavy, the legs are heavy. The pelvis, spine is heavy. Shoulders and arms, back of the head. Let everything be heavy and relaxed. Notice if there's any tension anywhere in your jaw, in your face, in any part of your body. Release that tension. Allow full relaxation. And then start to deepen the breath in the chest. Take the arms above the head, stretching in both directions. Bringing the knees into the chest, hugging your knees. Gently roll from side to side. And then roll on to any side. And prepare to come up to sitting. Use your hands to lift you up. And come to a comfortable seat with the hands on your knees. Eyes closed. And then bringing the hands to the center of your chest in gratitude for the practice. Dropping your head towards your hands. And then curling the sides of your mouth into a smile. And lifting up and opening your eyes. Thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.